Right, we are live. Checking that the audio is okay. Right, so
Weevil.
today we are
Said hi
unboxing.
Mac.
Today we are unboxing the. Oh, sorry, just got to sort some technical issues out. Right, yeah. So today we have the Xbox MetaQuest 3S edition. So I am part of the MetaQuest Creator Program, but I was not deemed worthy to receive one from the program. So I've actually bought this with my own money. Cheers, Weebs. Audio's good. So I've actually bought this with my own money. So you may be asking, why would I spend money on a Quest 3S when I already have one and I have a Quest 3? I've actually got two Quest 3s at the moment, but just forget about that one. And the answer is quite simply because all the years that I have been a gamer, I have never, ever bought a limited edition console. Never. So all those N64s, PlayStations, Xbox limited editions, I never had the money to buy one. But I really fancied this. So I thought, why not? Why not just treat myself? So here it is. Got delivered about 20 minutes ago. So I haven't opened the box. Haven't done anything with it. I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, so let's go. Yeah, so I'm expecting Evil to jump on and start criticizing me because that's the way that he is, but I don't care. I don't care. It'll look pretty, and I wanted it. So there you go. Wrapping. Oh, looks like we have a box within a box. Within a box within a box. Go over there. Ooh. Are you ready? This way, I think. This way, I think. Should we get some sexy music? Sexy music. And it's upside down. So there you go. The MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition. And a very nice box. It's quite a lot bigger than the Quest 3S box, which is about half the size. It's absolutely tiny. But this does have a few more little things inside it. So, AMSR, is that what it's called? I'm not sure. Is it called AMSR? Oh, I need a different microphone for that, don't I? So that's the tabs off. So I'm guessing there's going to be, I tell you what, it is really nice. I don't know if you can see that. It's like, see, it's like silvered. See that? It's quite nice, isn't it? So the packaging is beautiful, as you would expect with MetaQuest. Packaging is always really good. So let's get the bad boy out. Over there, big pile. So again, we've got the Meta logo, the Infinity logo, and we have a nice embossed Xbox there. Is that just going to lift off? Oh, it did. Right. So I've never ever owned a limited edition console. So yeah, this is quite new to me. Should I get a? No, we'll just leave that for the moment. We'll. I do have a Quest 3S, but it's boxed up at the moment because it is going to a friend of mine. Go. There it is. So there it is, a black MetaQuest 3S. So it has the Meta logo on there. So let's get the crap stuff out of the way first. So you get a glasses spacer, of course, which we don't need. Sip of tea. Yeah, Mad Dog, I think I need a better microphone for that. I'm having to use this one because my normal microphone would obviously get in the way. So we're using the Pulse Elite microphone, so the audio quality might not be up to scratch, but also it's about 110 degrees in the Mac cave, so I've got my aircon on. Right, so let's have a look at the Xbox controller first. I'll tell you what I'll do. Right, so not that I'm an Xbox fanboy or anything, but I have an original Xbox. Controller. That's just the bog standard controller. But then I also have the Elite version 2 with the paddles on the bottom, as you can see. It'd be better if I held it up to there. Yeah, there you go. That's better, isn't it? That's a better camera. So this is the Xbox Elite version 2, which my wife very kindly bought for me a couple of years ago. So this is what I use when I'm flat gaming. And then this is the standard controller, which I got with my, do you know what? I actually think I got this with my Rift S. No, my original Rift CV1. So that's about 8 years old. Still, I think, the best controller. Let's put those there. So let's see what the difference is with the new Xbox controller for the MetaQuest 3S Xbox edition. So if you can see, that's better, isn't it? You can see that better. It's very green. So there's green highlights around the joysticks. And then the buttons themselves are also, the buttons themselves are also highlighted in green. It's very nice. You can't see it so well on this camera because this one isn't as good a quality. So if we compare the two, you can see it is actually quite different. Zenquility, yes, I've got a few VR headsets. I have a few VR headsets. So I think that's quite nice. It feels... So it's got like textured, this is textured, whereas that isn't textured. So that's got like a nice grippy texture on it. And it's got like a matte finish on the top. And it also has like the dihedral sort of X-pad. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Feels nice. Triggers feel good. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It also has an extra button, which is here, there, which this one doesn't have, but the Xbox Elite controller does. So basically, it's almost an identical copy of the Xbox Elite controller. It's very nice. I like that. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's put that there. Let's put these two over there so you can see them. So we've got usual instruction manual with the Xbox with the logo on it. Now this is what I wanted to know. So even the charger is black. So they've obviously. Oh, here we go. This is Mac in VR, like just basically ripping things apart. Hurrah! I'm going to use my scissors. As far as I'm aware, SGC it is. Oh, crikey! I just whopped my camera. Camera's just there on a As far as I can tell, bearing in mind, this is quite an old controller. This is like about 8 years old. And that's an Xbox Elite controller. I'm guessing it's just the same as a normal Xbox Series XS. Yeah, so Zenquility, basically what's happened is about 6 months ago, Xbox released the Xbox Cloud Gaming app on the Quest headset. So you can play all of your Xbox games using the app if you have the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So you can basically stream any flat screen game onto a Quest 3S or a Quest 3 or a Quest 2, I do believe as well. And you can play on a giant screen. I have done a video about it, which I guess I could link, couldn't I? Let's put that over there for a second. I shall just get the link and then I shall. Oh, no, that's not what we want. That's what we want. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it must be on the other page then. So I did a video a couple of months ago, which I will link. Here we go. There it is. I'll put the link in the chat. So that should explain everything. Basically, you download the Xbox Cloud Gaming app onto your Quest headset. It's totally free. Log in with your Xbox details. If you have Ultimate Game Pass, you can play the complete library of Xbox games, stream them to your headset on a giant screen. And it works really well. You can also pair your Bluetooth controller to your headset, so you can play normally. Right, back to the controller. So yeah, the charger is actually black as well, which is pretty cool. It's got this matte finish with the piano black on the side, and a black cable, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so they've obviously gone full branding. Right, let's have a look at these controllers. Let's leave that there. Let's have a look at one of these controllers. So let's get a Quest 3 controller. So basically they're identical, but this has the green highlight, which you could see better on this camera, I do believe. Ooh, where are we? There you go. You can see that it's got like the green highlight, like the controller, and the buttons are also green, but they are labeled the same. Where are we? Here we go. There we go. They are labeled the same. Got the Oculus button, or the Meta button as it's now called, A and B, and you've got your grip and your trigger. So they're the same. Touch controllers. They feel nice. Daddy Big Boots. 2 versions, but I can't downgrade from pan click lenses. I know. I thought. Well, we'll get on. We'll get on. I'll answer your questions in a minute, Daddy Big Boots. I'll answer your questions in a minute. Any flat screen game that's on Xbox. Though if you have virtual desktop, you can actually play any of your flat screen games using your Quest headset, which is something else. Yeah, so it basically, Blue Bottles, it's the Xbox cloud streaming app on the headset, and then you can play on a giant screen. If you want to play Steam games, you can also use virtual desktop. So I have actually played Starfield, because I had Starfield on. Oh no, it wasn't Starfield. What was it? I can't remember. Anyway, I played one of my Steam games flat screen, using virtual desktop. So yeah, pretty good. So that's the controller. Nice green highlight. Sufficiently different to make it interesting. Sufficiently different. I do like that green highlight. I know you can't see it in VR, but it's a nice touch. So we'll put those. Should we put them there? Put them there where you can see them. can see the green highlight a little bit better. This camera that I'm using here isn't as good as my YouTube vlogging camera. Let's pop that back up there. And right, the headset itself. So it comes with that crappy. No, it doesn't. It comes out of the box with a black Xbox Elite head strap. So we'll get back to price. Daddy Big Boots, I'm going to talk about price. So it comes as standard with an Xbox Elite battery strap, which means it's going to be 100% more comfortable to use. Just going to turn some lights on in the background just to see if it makes a difference, because it seems a bit grainy. It does seem a bit grainy. So this camera I'm using here, this one here, that's the one I use for my sim racing rig. That's a bit better. There, so you can see it a bit better now. So lovely black highlight, and you can see this is like a green. So where the audio port usually is, there's actually an Xbox. How can we see this? No, we can't see it on that one. So you can see there's actually an Xbox logo here in the green highlighted. That's quite nice touch. And on the other side, we have obviously the USB-C port. Yeah, that's interesting. I have no idea how the Xbox Elite battery pack actually works. Oh, it's an Elite strap. It's not a battery strap. It's just the Elite strap. So that isn't a battery. I thought it was the battery strap, but it's not. It's an Elite strap. So it's going to be more comfortable out of the box. Obviously got the ratchet on the back. And there's a nice green highlight around here. I know the camera can't pick it up that well. So it does look sufficiently different. Looks nice. I do like it. And we've got the lens protectors. So this is a Quest 3S. So these are the Fresnel lenses. I'll not take them off at the minute because I'm not going to turn it on. So these are the Fresnel lenses, not the pancake lenses of the Quest 3. Right, price. So I know that Daddy Big Boots, why didn't they go for a Quest 3? I think the reason is, so you get the Xbox controller included, you get the Elite strap included. Obviously the two touch controllers, that's all included. You get 3 months free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with the headset. And it costs me £379 in the UK, which if you bought the controller and the Elite strap, you're saving about £100. So this is really, if you're thinking about upgrading your Quest 2 to a Quest 3S, this is the one to go for because you're actually saving quite a lot of money. You get the Elite strap included, not for free, because you know what Evil King is like when I say stuff like that. It is 120 gigabytes. I'm just going to double check. Just going to double check whether it's 120 gigabytes. Sorry, I've just smashed Master Chief in the face. Right. On the box, On the box, it doesn't actually tell you what the capacity is. Oh, there you go. It does. Just being a doofus. Can you see that? Yeah, 128 gigabytes. So the Xbox 3S, 128 gigabyte memory. Right. So who we got? Hey, Monkey, how you doing, mate? Meta Remote Desktop software. Not a big fan. I would prefer to use Virtual Desktop. To be fair, after the version 1.34.2 update to Virtual Desktop, it basically destroys any other streaming software. Even better than the link cable because of like the tangent sliders. If you don't know what that is, I can give you another link. I can give you another link. Let's link this one. So this next link, details all the changes in Virtual Desktop. So basically, you got four new features, which is the adaptive quantization and two-pass encoding, which basically gets rid of any artifacting. And you get the tangent sliders, the vertical and horizontal tangent sliders. And you also get another one, which I've forgotten about, which reduces any stuttering you may get. So basically, all the problems that you get with wireless streaming, I think Virtual Desktop has virtually eliminated them, or to like 95 to 99% eliminated them. So all those PC elitists out there who say, oh, I don't like to use wireless streaming because of the artifacting. Well, Virtual Desktop has virtually got rid of it completely. Yeah, so Elite strap does look nice, doesn't it? Xbox branding. Nice green highlight around there. Bluetooth Xbox controller. And these really nice touch controllers in black, which I think look absolutely sensational. Right. They should have done 12 months free Game Pass. 12 months, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of money. I mean, 3 months, you know you're going to like it or not, aren't you? Excuse me, I'm just going to have a quick puff. So like I said, I'm part of the MetaQuest Creator Program, but I wasn't deemed worthy to receive one. Some creators did, the bigger creators. I wasn't deemed worthy, so I bought it myself. I don't care. I wanted it. So what we've got, SGC. I really can't understand why Meta makes everything in white nowadays. As a smoker, I have big concerns about the white controllers. Yeah. So these are the these are the controllers that I use for my fitness regime. And you can tell they're a bit grubby. They are a bit grubby. I don't know if you can even see it. No, you can't. No. So the straps are very yellow, and the controllers themselves are starting to turn a nice shade of brown from my sweaty palms. And they've got a lot of skin from sweating. Ugh, horrible. There you go. Let's put that back up there. So let's talk about it then. What do you think? Are you interested in buying a MetaQuest 3 S Xbox edition, limited edition? I think once they've sold them, that's it. They're gone. So they were. I'll just double check on Tinterweb. They were still available. I ordered mine on. I got back off my holiday on Tuesday, and I think I ordered it on Tuesday night. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh no! Oh no! Right, hold on a second. Hold on a gosh darn second. It is sold. Oh, it is sold out in the UK. It is sold out in the UK. Wow. Wow. I'm really surprised about that. So it's only available in the US and UK, and they've sold out already. I don't know whether there'll be another limited run. I have no insider information on that, even though I am part of the creator program, but it has sold out. But let's see if they're available on Amazon. See if they're still available on Amazon. 2 seconds. Okay, so it looks like they weren't available on Amazon. Looks like they were not available on Amazon because they are not listed. So that means you might not be able to get hold of one. Okay. So what I might do is I might make some investigations into whether 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 it is a limited run or whether there's going to be more of them. If it is a limited run, I've got one. So there's no point me talking about trying to buy one then because it might not be available, which is quite shocking. But good, also good. If there are more people who are into Xbox and think, oh, I can play my Xbox games and I can try a bit of VR. So yeah, let's have a look. What? Not the link cable. So I just bought a Quest 3. Not the link cable. Meta have their own desktop remote software. Yeah, I know. I don't like it. I just prefer virtual desktop blue bottles. What is the graphical quality in comparison to the non-S version? Okay, so to answer your question, Mark, the Quest 3S has the same optical stack as the Quest. So it has the same Fresnel lenses. It has, but it does have the Qualcomm XR2 chip that the Quest 3 has. So it has the graphical grunt of the Quest 3, but it doesn't have the visual quality of the Quest 3 because of the Fresnel lenses. The Fresnel lenses are less expensive than the pancake lenses, and that's how they get this thing down to less than £300. That obviously, if you're buying this limited edition, it was £380. Love the color, hate the Quest 2 optical stack. Use IPD preset between preset 2 and 3 because I have you can you if you're careful with the way you move the stack in and out, you can actually get. So I'm 62, that's my IPD, and there's like a 63 setting, which is okay for me, fine. But if you have it any wider, you can actually just move the lenses out a little bit and they don't automatically click back into place. So you can move the IPD around a little bit if you need to. 379 for this crazy when you get an official refurbished Quest 3 for £359. I think you're missing the point, Cushy. I think like this is a limited edition. You get the Xbox controller, you get 3 months free Xbox Game Pass, and you get the Elite strap. I think it's more aimed at getting people who are into Xbox into VR, or people who are into VR into Xbox. So I think that's the reason. But I agree. I mean, 359 for a refurbished Quest 3, that's a pretty good price. Yeah, but this is different. I quite like this. I mean, I bought it purely for selfish reasons that I've never bought a limited edition console before, so I just fancied it. So there you go. I mean, I've got a Quest 2, a Quest 3. I've actually got a Quest 3S as well, but I'm giving that to a friend of mine. That's why I bought the Quest 3. Cushy. Comes with a strap and controller, but honestly, most people getting a Quest don't care about the controller or Game Pass. I think you're fine. Actually, on social media, there's been a lot of interest in this, especially from flat screen Xbox gamers testing this out. Now, I wasn't sent one by the MetaQuest Creator Program, but I do understand that a lot of these were sent to people who stream Xbox on Twitch and YouTube. So there's been a lot of interest generated, and I'll be fair with you, any interest in VR to me is a positive thing. So more people buying these headsets and even trying VR for the first time for me is a positive thing. Kill Delta. I really wish Meta stick with black headsets. I always wanted my headset in black. Yeah, they went. So the original Quest, the Rift, and the Rift S were all black. And then when they brought out the Quest 2, they went for the white head strap, their white headset. I think it's a Apple thing because Apple products always look cool in white. Kirsty Hales, check the Meta website. I have checked the Meta website, Kirsty, and unfortunately, it's currently sold out. Currently sold. Let's just do a quick refresh. Yeah, sold out. Currently sold out. We're not 100% sure if that means it's permanently sold out. I'm guessing there's going to be some scalpers trying to sell them on eBay for ridiculous prices, but I can't imagine many Xbox fans would be interested. Not much of a reason for it to exist. If right, I mean, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is available on all your other Quest headsets. I have played Doom: The Dark Ages quite a lot actually on my Quest, and it is really good on a big screen. I really enjoyed it. You have to have good internet though, but then that's the same with any cloud game. Most Xbox guys already have a controller, which kind of dumbs down the point. I know, but they couldn't sell an Xbox branded headset without a controller included, because then people will buy the headset and think, I haven't got a controller. So they're covering all their bases. Plus, don't forget, it is a limited edition. You know, you can only get it with the Quest headset. So, you know, there are people out there like me who are interested in stuff like that. Thor, Fast and Flawless. Hey, Fast, how you doing? VR is limited edition, as in there are only 500, or just limited edition because it's black? That's a good question, actually, Fast and Flawless. I don't know. I have asked. Well, the question has been asked on the MetaQuest Creator Discord whether it is a limited run or a limited edition. There's a slight difference there. So a limited run will be 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 headsets, and then they're gone. A limited edition would just mean that this sells alongside the Quest 3S as a different alternative. Comes with the controller, obviously. Comes with the Game Pass Ultimate. Don't you think Xbox fans appreciate having a 100 plus screen that's portable? That is a good point. That is a good point. So I mean, I have multiple options when it comes to playing Xbox. I've also got the X-Real Air 2 Pro smart glasses. In fact, I'll just go and get them. 2 seconds. Ooh, hit the camera again. Why is it as you get older, every time you move, you have to make a noise? Right. So about the same time that Xbox, the Ultimate Game Pass or the cloud streaming service was available on Xbox, I got sent these by Xreal, which are the Xreal Air 2 Pros smart glasses. So if you can see on the inside, they've got like what would appear to you wearing them as 120-inch OLED screens. As you can see there, you can see the screens inside. So these aren't smart glasses. These are purely for media. So on the this is the where am I? What am I doing? Where are my glasses gone? Yeah, so I don't know if you can see on there. That is the Xbox cloud gaming service. Probably see it better on here. Yeah. So in the top right corner, there's the Xbox cloud gaming app. So with that, with this, any mobile phone that has the app, this just happens to be designed specifically for the Air 2 Pros. Any app that has any phone that has that app can use these glasses to play on a 120-inch screen in front of you. Do have limitations, and I got myself into hot water with Xreal because they sent them to me and said, we would like you to do a review and we would like you to say X, Y, and Z. And I was like, well, to be fair, Quest 3S is cheaper than these glasses, and the screen is the same size and doesn't have the OLEDs, obviously, so you get those lovely deep blacks. But for the price, this can do what that does, not not with the same visual clarity, but not far off, and it plays VR. So for me, this is, and you can play your PC VR games on it. So for me, this was better value than that. And when I explained it to them, they got all shitty with me, told me to send them back, which I didn't. Kept them. And actually, I still use these. They're really good for traveling. You can download like Amazon and Netflix, same as you can with your Xbox, with your Meta Quest. But these are sort of smaller and a bit less intrusive. So yeah, I actually took them on holiday with me. They're pretty good. I quite enjoyed using them, but they are expensive for what they are. But they will get better and they will get cheaper. Right, let's catch up. Weeble, yeah, £465 on eBay. It was going to happen. As soon as something's limited edition is sold out, the scalpers are going to jump in. Don't pay £465 for this. Go and buy yourself a Quest 3 instead. If you can get it for £379, excellent. Don't pay £465 to some scalper. Blue bottles sold out. So how many has this limited edition 3S on board? We don't know. We don't know. I have asked the question on Discord, on the MetaQuest Creator Discord. They were a bit. They just said it's sold well, which, and considering it's sold out in the UK already, I know that you could actually buy. You could actually go into a Best Buy in the US and buy one. So I don't know whether they've sold out in the US as well. But yeah, Kill Delta. Perhaps they would release a Quest 3 Xbox edition that would be translucent green. Ooh. Do you know what? I think somebody did a mock-up. I think somebody did a mock-up. I'm just going to see if I can find it. Somebody actually on Twitter did a mock-up. There it is. Two seconds. Yeah. So somebody very clever did exactly that, and I would definitely buy one of those. I think anything that's translucent looks cool AF. Cool AF. So I would definitely buy that. That looks amazing. I love the fact that you can see all the gubbins on the inside. So you can see all the fans, you can see all the cameras, all the sensors, all the IR arrays. Just looks great. So yeah, I would buy that. But I'm a sucker. um, Kevin Buchanan, so hot, can't stop, can't stop. I've got aircon, so haha. Kill Delta, will the Xbox Game Pass and the better headsets work in Southeast Asia? Um, I I don't know. I don't know what area of Southeast Asia. I'm really not sure. Hey, monkey. I just got back from the gym. Now sound like an asthmatic donkey. Yeah, I'm going back in the gym on Monday, and I've been smoking too much of this while I was on holiday. Cushy, I wish they'd add the remote play feature to the Quest Xbox app. Cloud streaming is cool, but I want to play my own games from my own hardware. Yeah, so similar to the way the PS app works, where you have to have I do actually have a PlayStation up there. Yeah, you actually play your games remotely via your PlayStation. So I do have that option on my PC, which I use for streaming because my PS5 is actually just there. But yes, yeah, that's a pretty that would be pretty cool. Thor, did they put a headphone jack back on the 3S? No, no, they didn't. So you see where the headphone jack should be. There's like a little Xbox logo. But if we just go here, so these, shall I show them here? This is by a company called Prism XR. Now I used to always, have I still got them here? Sorry, I'm just having a quick search about. I don't have them. I don't have them with me. I used to always recommend the Soundcore VRP10s, but so I got sent these by Prism XR. So they're basically the same idea as the Soundcore VRP10s. So they're Bluetooth, so you can connect them to your phone, but it has this little dongle, which lovely, in a sort of weird, sort of strange way, actually matches the Xbox edition quite nicely. So what you do is you plug in this, and it's not Bluetooth, it's something else. So you get like practically zero latency, and then you can use these as the in-ear headphones, and it also has a USB-C pass-through charger. So you can, if you have a battery pack or a battery head strap, like like this is my Quest 3. So I've got the KKCO BVR Q3 Pro. So let's put that there for a second. If you wanted to use headphone or earphones, then you plug that in, and then you plug that into there, and you then get pass-through charging. So you can use your earphones. You can use your earphones, and you also get pass-through charging. And these batteries these are pretty good. The sound cores used to last about 4 to 5 hours, but these last about 8 hours. And obviously this is like a charging, as you can see the little blue flashing light. This is a charging case. So you actually charge the case, and the case charges the headphones, and they last about I think between 6 to 8 hours, which is perfectly adequate. And the pass-through charging, don't quote me, but I think it does keep up with the Quest 3. I think it does. I use these quite often. I always forget to check. Anyway, so I was asked, was it Thor? Yeah, it was Thor. So that's a solution that I use for my Xbox. I've got Xbox on the brain. That's a solution that I use for my Quest 3 and Quest 3S. That's pretty cool. So these are the Prism XR. Can't even remember what they're called now. Anyway, Prism XR. Go check them out. About 80 quid, I think. But they do work with your phone, you know, so you can use them as just normal headphones. If you're playing Xbox Game Pass on your phone, you can plug the dongle into your phone, and then you get like lag-free audio. So there is like a slight lag Bluetooth. But if you use the dongle, you don't get that lag. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so they're quite versatile. Good little things. I like these a lot. I don't use them as much as I should, actually. Right, let's get back to the Argos Coventry. Have one in stock. Everybody charge, get the Coventry. Actually, I'm going to check. I'm going to check on my Argos app. I've got the Argos app here somewhere. Shopping, Argos. Let's have a quick look. Just going to have a quick look, see whether there's any in stock where I am. Meta Quest Xbox. Now, help if I've actually spelt it right. Right. In stock. They're in stock at Argos. They're sold out on Meta. Right. So where can I get it from? Oh, right. So actually, there's one in. You better there. It's kind of washed out, isn't it? You can't see. There is actually one in stock at my local Argos, which is about 10 minutes away. So I could go and get one from my local Argos if I wanted to. Well spotted, Weeble. Well done, mate. Thanks. Yeah, so Argos still have them in stock. Excellent. Right, let's catch up. Oh, no, they didn't. But in place of where the headphone jack will be on the lead strap, they put an Xbox logo there. Yes, they did. Isn't that nice? But like I said, there are ways around it. Just go and get yourself some of these. I mean, they're decent headphones as it is. There's an app you can put on your phone, so you can like change whether the equalizer is for music, for gaming, anything you want, watching TV. It is pretty cool little app. And these are pretty cool. I should start using these more. I don't know why I don't use them as much as I should. Because you can actually, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually connect them to your phone and also via the dongle. So you can have two inputs. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what you can do. Kill Delta, yeah, cool. Would love that translucent look. I know. Why don't they do more? Because when the Quest 3 launched, they made about 100 translucent Quest 3s and gave them to Meta employees who were involved in the development of the headset. Because I saw Tank, Mark Bosworth, on Twitter. He actually showed a picture of him wearing one. Why don't they release that? People would lap it up. People would lap them up. Limited edition, translucent. I'd definitely buy one. Let's just have another look at it. Oh, look how cool that is. Look how cool it is. Wow. Anyway. Right, let's catch up with chat. Oh, I've lost my chat window. Where are we? Thor can use wired headphones with 3.5mm to Type-C adapter. Apple's one is high quality, has built-in DAC. Or Yeah, you can use this. I mean, you can buy a little adapter with a jack, but I mean, that would obviously be cheaper than buying a full new set of headphones, but these are pretty cool. Don't think you can get the P10s in, but no, they're out there. They don't make them anymore. You can get them on AliExpress, I think, for about 50 or 60 quid, but oh, I guess that's an option. I just missed the convenience of the cheaper VR earbuds I had on the Quest 2. I don't need that quality. Isolation is good enough most of the time. Yeah, I agree. But these the Prism XR do actually have sound reduction. What's it called? Noise reduction. There you go. Sound reduction. The same thing. I'll leave that there so you can see it. Yes, don't forget to like the stream. Thank you. Cheers, Weebs. I always forget to say that. There's a few 3Ss dotted about the place in stock at Argos in Birmingham. Yeah, 3S Xbox stock at Argos in Birmingham is solid. I have the original Quest 1 earbuds. RIP, can't use them anymore thanks to Q3 not having 2 headphone jacks. Yeah, I actually bought the official. Oh, who was it that made them? It wasn't Soundcore. Yeah, I had the official MetaQuest earbuds that were like short cable, and you plugged it in one side, and then when they brought out the Quest 2, they swapped the 3.5mm jack, so they didn't work. And you were like, why did you do that, you bastards? Yeah, so I agree with you, Cushy. Yeah, they kind of screwed us over a bit there. But there you go. No, highly recommend these Prism XRs. Pretty good. Right, so we've been streaming for nearly an hour. So just didn't realize the Xbox edition was more expensive, but comes with an Elite strap. Not a product for me, but I like it. Yeah, so it comes with the Elite strap and the controller, and it's £80 more expensive than the base 3S. But the Elite strap plus the controller, obviously, I think you save about £100 over the price of buying everything together. Plus, it looks cool. I don't care. I wanted one, so I bought one with my own money. It'll go on my display case right there, and then I will use it as my fitness. I use my Quest 3S as my fitness headset, so that's probably going to get very sweaty, quite disgustingly gross and everything. Yeah, so let's have a little discussion. Do you think? What do you think? Are you going to buy one? Are you going to try and get out to Argos and see if you can get hold of one, or are you going to wait? Are you going to wait for that? Are you going to wait for that? That looks so cool. They should definitely do that. Right. So tonight, I think I will be streaming the new V-Racer game on MetaQuest. It releases, I think, at 6 o'clock tonight. I've got access, but I haven't played it yet because I've been away on holiday. So I'm going to try and play that this afternoon. Decide whether I'm going to stream it. I might stream it using my brand new MetaQuest 3S once I've got that all set up. Just for shits and giggles. Why not? So, like I said, don't forget to like the stream. We're on the way to 21,000 subs now. Channel's growing quite quickly. So, yeah, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already, join my channel membership, and I will be streaming about 7 o'clock tonight. It's my wedding anniversary, and I forgot. I'm going out with my wife for dinner, but we will be back about 7 o'clock for the live stream. So, cheers, and I will leave you with this image. Enjoy. Bye.